If you have osteogenesis imperfecta, you're going to have a conversation or two with your primary care physician and with other doctors. What are the questions that you want to ask? I'm going to get into it right now. Hey, what's going on? Welcome to OILife here on YouTube. I am Tony Jacobson, the author of Disable Your Disability and fellow OIer. That's right, I have type 1. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, hit that little bell icon so you get notified every time a new video comes out. And if you are already subscribed, welcome back, all right? Let's get into today's video. When it comes to having OI and dealing with doctors, there's a lot of things that come into play. Number one is, do you even have a primary care physician? Number two is, you got to put a team together because it's not just your primary care physician that's going to be an important part of taking care of you with OI. And the third thing is knowing that this is a collaboration. It's not just what the doctor says. It's not just what you think is best. It is about working as a team. Sometimes we're going to find that doctors don't even know what OI is, right? Other times we're going to find doctors that do know what it is and do know how to treat it properly. So when you're in the process of finding a primary care physician or you are interviewing other doctors that you want to be part of your OI team, there are questions that you're going to need to ask. And speaking of collaboration, I reached out to two of my friends who are both medical physicians and both have a close tie to OI. The first is Dr. Eric Rush, and he actually treats people with OI. And the second is Dr. Neil Desai, whose son has OI, and he's also been advocating and involved in the OI community for many years. So here's what Dr. Rush suggests as far as questions we should ask. Have you worked with a person with OI in the past? If not, it's not a deal breaker, but we just want to know if they do have any sort of experience working with someone that has OI. Have you worked with any people with other rare diseases? And this is a great question because we want to know that even if they haven't worked with OI, which is a rare disorder, have they worked with patients that have other rare diseases? For the next question, he gave a very specific script. I understand that my disease is rare and that it is impossible for you to be an expert in every disease. I respect your training and experience as a healthcare provider, and I ask that you respect my experience and journey as a person who has lived with OI for said amount of years. I would very much like our therapeutic relationship to be a collaborative one, based on mutual respect and desire for better healthcare. Is this something that you feel comfortable with? Using this script when you're dealing with any provider is going to be very helpful. Now, Dr. Rush says if you're dealing with younger providers, they're definitely going to be more open to the candor in this script and be more willing to work with you. If you're dealing with maybe some older providers that are kind of stuck in their ways, they may not respond as well. And then the final question that Dr. Rush suggests is if the provider hasn't had any experience with OI, are you willing to work with other providers who do know about OI, whether locally or nationally or internationally, no matter what the case may be. So for Dr. Desai, there's two major things that you want to look at when you're dealing with new providers. The first is cardiovascular health. You want to make sure that you're staying on top of your heart health, getting an EKG, getting an echocardiogram, aneurysm screening, etc. Dr. Desai suggests that one way to relate with a primary care physician is to talk to them about the recent decades in OI research that has shown that it's a connective tissue disorder and it's similar to EDS. And EDS is something that some physicians may actually know more about. And you can tell the doctor, OI is kind of like the cousin to EDS. So it's more than just broken bones and blue sclera. And the second major thing that Dr. Desai talks about is making sure that we're paying attention to bone health and having that conversation with our doctors. He suggests that we tell the doctor we want to be evaluated for these things, vitamin D levels, having our DEXA scan, and making sure that we're talking about our activity levels, physical therapy, occupational therapy, aqua and water therapy. Dr. Desai is a huge fan of water exercise and water therapy because we're basically weightless when we're in the water. Are you looking to have this conversation with your doctor? Are you looking for a doctor right now? Comment below and let me know. These questions and ideas that both Dr. Rush and Dr. Desai have given us are very helpful. So make sure you implement these. Go talk to your doctors. If you're putting the team together, make sure you're putting the team together and having this conversation with all of the doctors across the board. I'd like to thank Dr. Rush and Dr. Desai for providing this information to me so that I could give it to you. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that like button on this video, share where you feel it's appropriate, and make sure you comment, answer the question, let me know what your thoughts are. Until next time, get out there, keep breaking barriers, not bones. I'll see you later.